Hey there, have you heard of the anime Heavenly Delusion?
No, I haven't. Is that another one of those sappy romance series? I swear, if there's another love triangle.
No, it's not like that. Actually, it's quite unique. It's a post-apocalyptic mystery, and the story is intriguing. It takes place 15 years after some great apocalyptic event. You can see the contrast between the vibrant, collapsing architecture being taken over by nature, and the sterile, bland interiors of certain facilities.
Oh, so it's like a zombie apocalypse, lots of grunge aesthetics and survivalist strategies.
Well, there are no zombies, but there are crazy-looking man-eating monsters. Their origins are unknown, which adds to the mystery.
Sounds a bit like Bloodborne meets Mad Max, but you said it was unique. Where does that come into play?
The main characters, Maru and Kiriko, are in search of a place called Heaven. Now, Heaven here isn't what you'd typically think. It's a mysterious facility run by AI, where children are genetically modified and raised in a bubble.
Sounds like my old school, minus the AI and genetic modification, of course.
I know it sounds strange, but it's a lot more complex than that. There's a whole question about whether the safety and sterility of this heaven is better than the dangers and beauties of the outside world.
So, it's like comparing a padded cell to a jungle, huh? But I don't get why it's called Heavenly Delusion. What's the delusion part?
That's part of the mystery. It questions whether this heaven is truly a paradise, or if it's all a delusion. There's a lot of depth and symbolism involved.
Sounds fancy, but hey, you haven't mentioned the clickbait part. What's the catch?
Oh, that's more of a side plot. There's a character who's a man in a woman's body.
Oh, so we're jumping into sci-fi territory, mind swapping, body snatching.
In a way, yes. His mind was transferred into his sister's body. It's a pretty unique plot point that seems to stir up some controversy.
Wait, did you just say a guy in his sister's body? That's just, I sometimes wish I could swap bodies with my cat so I could nap all day, but that's on another level.
It's a bit of a twist, yeah, and it leads to some funny, yet thought-provoking situations.
Sounds intriguing. Maybe this heavenly delusion isn't so delusional after all. Anything else I should brace myself for?
Well, there's also a plotline about two girls exploring their feelings for each other. It's interesting to see how this unfolds given they have been brought up in a sterile environment with no preconceived notions of love or sexuality.
So, it's an apocalyptic landscape with genetically modified kids exploring their identities. Sounds like quite the roller coaster.
That's a way to put it, yes. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill anime. And it's not for everyone, but if you like mysteries and deep explorations of identity, Heavenly Delusion might be worth a watch.
Sounds like it could be interesting. I might just give it a try.
Yeah, it's definitely a series that's not afraid to explore more serious themes in a unique setting. It's also great for its production value. The landscapes are genuinely breathtaking and the action scenes are well choreographed and polished.
Oh, so it's not just deep, it's pretty too. You're really selling it now.
I just really enjoyed it. I think it's a hidden gem. It's not as popular as it should be, possibly due to its unique storyline, and because it's only available on Disney+.
Oh, the good old streaming service exclusives, making life harder for anime fans. But you're making me curious. Maybe it's time to expand my anime horizons.
That's the spirit. Heavenly Delusion really does offer something different from the mainstream anime you usually see. Its characters are a bit more subtle than you might be used to, but they're well-rounded and charming in their own ways.
Subtle characters? Huh, that's a refreshing change. Normally, anime characters are as subtle as a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's definitely a change of pace. The main characters, Maru and Kiriko, might seem boring in the beginning due to being overshadowed by their environment, but they're actually quite complex and have their own allure.
Well, they're exploring a post-apocalyptic wasteland, so I guess they've got some room for character growth. Anyways, seems like this anime might be my weekend plan.
I think you'll enjoy it. The mystery keeps you hooked, and the unanswered questions about the great disaster and the nature of the monsters add to the suspense.
As long as there's no love triangle, I think I'll survive. Unless it's a love triangle with yourself. That could be interesting.
Well, with Heavenly Delusion, you never know. I hope you find it as fascinating and thought-provoking as I did.
Only one way to find out. Thanks for the recommendation. Now, to prepare some popcorn for my upcoming anime binge.
Enjoy, and let me know what you think once you've watched it. It'd be great to discuss it with someone.
Will do. And hey, if I like it, maybe we can make this a regular thing. Anime reviews with popcorn and good company don't sound half bad.
And there you have it, folks, our deep dive into the weird and wonderful world of Heavenly Delusion. As always, we hope you've enjoyed our banter and we've shed some light on this unique anime.
Absolutely. And hey, if you found any of our jokes funny or if you learned something new about this anime, why not hit that like button? It really helps us out and we greatly appreciate it.
Definitely. And if you've got any thoughts or theories about Heavenly Delusion or any other anime we should dive into, drop a comment down below. We love hearing your opinions and perspectives.
And hey, if you've had as much fun as we did today, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. We've got a lot more anime talks, reviews, and maybe even a few more jokes up our sleeves, so you won't want to miss out.
That's right. Thanks for joining us today in this journey through the post-apocalyptic wasteland of Heavenly Delusion. We can't wait to see you all in our next video. Until then,
Keep exploring and stay animated.